What's up? All right, we're back for another episode of Closing Conversations. We do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. When I say we, all right, I'm talking about the you family, the Charged Up community. We hop on here and we do live seller calls to members of our community's leads. They've been able to use our software, offerbolt.io. If you know, you know, all right. And they use that to go find leads of motivated sellers using our AI system, not having to worry about cold calling, driving for dollars, doing any of that stuff. Just motivated seller leads of sellers interested in selling. I'm joined tonight, all right, with my guy, my brother, all right. Andre St. George. Dre, you want to introduce yourself, man?
Come on, man. You know the vibes. Andre St. George, Mr. Speak to Educate. Hey, listen, we're here. Mr. Thought Provoker. Hey, look, about to get it going. Ready to call some leads live. Man, ready to get some deals on the contract, man. Let's lock some stuff up, man. Let's go.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see Leslie in the chat. All right, shout out to Leslie. Chat, can y'all, is the chat here or not? That's what I be wondering sometimes. All right, okay, I see a lightning bolt emoji, something. Because if you're not tapped in, all right, you just because how we moving these days? How we moving these days? If you ain't with the boat, you might get stepped on.
Come on,
all right.
Man.
If you're not with the boat, man, you might get stepped on. All right, Leslie, see you in the chat. All right, hey, listen, askchrisjefferson.com, get tapped in with us. All right, let's get into it tonight, Dre. I'm gonna let you take the first call, as always. All right. Dre, every time we do this together, it's been maybe 2 weeks, I think. Every time we do this together, I'm constantly learning from you on the phones, right, man? You a monster on the phones. I'm a student always, man. You got them little Dreisms.
Yeah,
right? You got the Dreisms, all right? And you be hitting them with it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I need to put that in the. I need to put that in that bag. I need to put that in that bag, man. So I'm looking forward to calling with you tonight and seeing what we could do, man.
Yeah, definitely, brother. Definitely, man. We about to kick it off, man. I'm a student as well, so I'm always learning. Yeah, chat, Dreisms. Don't worry, that's coming. That's coming. yeah. Don't forget that one. Dreisms.
Come on, man.
Putting it on a shirt, baby.
And Dre, you know, I'm in that mode. We talked about it before we went live. I'm in that. I ain't been to the barber.
Hey,
you see the grays is, the salt and pepper is shaking.
Hey, Nipsey said it best, man. Sometimes you got to go ugly on them for a minute.
Come on.
You got to go ugly on them for they look. Now they know. Oh, he working.
You got to, man. You got to, because, man, listen, this new version of Offerbolt I'm coming out of the lab with.
Man. Don't give him too much.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Don't give him too much.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, we calling from ready for close call?
Yeah. Let's see what's going on in here. Yeah, let's rock from there, and then we'll keep rolling.
All right. I see in the notes Lex left you notes for that first one, so I'll jump on the second one.
All right, bet. I'll tee that one up for my first one.
Yeah. I don't even think that is a seller, so I'm gonna go to the next one. All right, got one teed up here. All right, y'all let me know if y'all can hear this.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Rolando.
Who's this?
Hey, this is Andre calling you with Nationwide Fast Offers, man. I think you were speaking with somebody earlier about that property over on Carpenter Avenue. Were you still interested in selling?
Uh-huh. The price is right. Everything's for sale.
I like the way you think. So let's see if we can maybe come to terms with something that makes sense for the both of us. You got a few minutes?
Well, I'm headed to a meeting right now, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not taking no less than 135. That's where I'm at.
No less than 135. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I definitely appreciate you being upfront and frank with me. If I could ask, how did you get to the 135? I just want to make sure I'm on the same page as you.
Well, that Zillow has it at 146 or 144 or something like that. So I think 135 is more than reasonable. That house is ready to go. The only thing that house needs is windows.
Got you. So let me ask real quick. Are you an investor yourself?
I sure have been for the last, probably I was 30 years old for the last 33 years. I'm 63 years old now, sir.
Oh, man. Congrats. So the reason that I asked is because my next question is, if you were me, do you think you can create margin from the price that you're asking based on the value?
I don't really know about that because I'm not the one buying, and I'm sort of coming to an end where if I can sell it, cool. If I can't, well then I'll just rent it out. That's what I've been doing for the last 25 years. So I really checked out those numbers out. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at what Zillow's offering, and if I put it up for sale by a realtor, I'm looking at what I could probably eventually get.
I got you. Makes sense. So, I mean, which side are you more so leaning towards, selling or renting? Because I can structure something for both, right? And if they make sense.
No, I'm good, buddy. I got my wife calling me on the other line, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, listen, when you start to back them in a corner, when you start to back them in the corner, they run.
Every time, man.
You start to back them in the corner, they run.
And that's exactly how it beat, Dre. Exactly how it beat, man. All right, I'm gonna jump onto that next one. All right, see if we can get going on Roger. Let's see whose lead this is, man.
Coming with bucket hat energy today, bro.
Let's work.
Coming with bucket hat energy.
Yeah, listen, man. Make sure you hit the share button, the subscribe button, the buttons of buttons, all buttons. All right, whatever the YouTube buttons are. All right, go ahead and hit it. And let's jump into this thing. I'm gonna see if I can get Ron on the line. Why is this not coming up? One second, Dre. Oh, here he is. Hello, Roger. All right, let's try that again. I'm gonna try it one more time, Dre, because he's supposed to be looking for the call. So
right.
Hey, Roger, this is Chris. I was giving you a call about the property on Browing.
Yeah.
All right. I was touching base with you, man. I know we had somebody in my office had spoken with you at least, about the property, and you gave us some information, and you were trying to get things figured out on it. to, I guess, kind of walk away from the property and kind of get it off the plate. Is that correct? All right, and the balance is around the 218,000, I think, is what I was told. Okay, so I mean, kind of what I'm looking at to kind of, I guess just as a solution to, make it a situation where it's an opportunity workable for us, and it's something workable and helpful for you as well. I think the two options they talked with you about was that we kind of look at doing in this scenario is, one, we can look at negotiating a lower payoff with your bank. Now, if we're able to come in and negotiate a lower payoff, let's say we negotiate a price of let's just say 165 is a random number. Whatever that difference is between the 218, you're not going to receive that, nor are you going to be responsible for it, right? They're selling it short of what the loan payoff is. The other option is taking over the existing mortgage potentially, and we'd take over the loan, take over the payments, that kind of thing. And I understand you're open to kind of both of those, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at the property right now, and I guess kind of the biggest thing, I got a little bit of property, information in terms of the condition, but really only that the bathrooms need to be updated, the kitchen, and it needs HVAC, and it's kind of had a roof. You know, Outside of that, is this like a full gut remodel? Is this just a kind of cosmetic kitchen bathroom kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, kitchen bathroom kind of thing. It's livable currently. It has propane furnace. That's small.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I mean, look, it looks like a short sale is likely going to be kind of the best case scenario, price wise. What I can do is have a guy on our team. His name's Matt. Give you a call. He kind of does all of our short sale stuff. He'd give you a call and kind of go over the process with you, and I'll kind of explain it for you though. But we'd have to put together like a packet of information essentially. Has anybody explained this to you already? All right. So how it kind of works is we'd put together a packet of information that the bank would be requesting to review, the short sale, see if they, agree to approve it and move it forward. We would need your help in putting that packet together. There's some information they're going to request. We would provide you with what that information is, and you would, fax it into the bank or email it into the bank, so they could put that on kind of the file record. It's a process that generally takes, anywhere up to, usually around 3 months. It could be less than that. Really, primarily just depends on how quickly we get the information to the bank and, how long it takes them, I guess, to respond. But I can get you connected with him, within the next day or so we can start kind of getting that put together and kind of go over the process in detail and, see if we can kind of get things over to the bank, Monday or Tuesday of next week.
All right, yeah, let's see what we got.
Okay. All right. Well, look out for his call. We'll text you when he calls as well. His name's Matt Potter, and just be on the lookout for him. We'll get you rolling. All right, man.
All right, we'll do.
All right. Have a nice night. Appreciate it.
Good.
All right. Bye. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy on that one.
Yeah.
And then, what's dope though, by the way, Dre? That call is a representation of a good setter.
Yeah.
I don't know who set that lead, but it's a representation of the lead already being kind of. Shout out to Shannon. I see Shannon is in the chat or in the notes. I see Lex has been working this lead as well, but it looks like Shannon set this lead, had a really quality conversation with the seller, got some information about what the seller was willing to do, what they were looking for, information about the property. So it just made that call for me really a breeze. This guy seems like he'll be agreeable to whatever. Just wants to be done.
Yep.
The short sale information on tomorrow, Monday, and that'll be a nice deal right there. So good stuff, man. I'll let you jump on the next one, bro.
All right. Hopefully everybody listening took heed to what you just said and great setter calls. We got a lot of people learning that part of the process. So. Hudson. Hey, this is Andre calling with Nationwide Fast Offers. I think you were speaking with somebody earlier about that property on Etowah. Etowah.
Well, I think I'm leaving now.
I wanted to give you a quick call, man, and see if we can maybe talk and discuss some details about that property and get you an offer by the end of the call. What do you say?
No, not really. I'm sorry, because I'm just going to have to live here till I die, probably.
So you're living in the property?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So when you had a conversation earlier, were you interested in selling then and you changed your mind?
Well, I have no idea. I don't want to. It takes too much for me to my time, and I'm too old. That's the reason I don't want to move again.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, moving is difficult, right? I'm a little younger than you, but I don't like to move either. I don't like unpacking and all those different things, right? I mean, if you were to have to move, do you know where you would go?
I go to an old folks home somewhere.
I definitely don't want to put you there.
Nah, I got a son I could live with, but I don't want to live with him right now.
Yeah, I don't think I want to live with my kids either. I like my own personal space.
There you go.
Yeah.
So right.
Okay. All right. Hey, look, I understand. No pressure here, Hudson. Hey, look, I got a note that said you might be interested in selling. We were intending on making you an offer, but if you're not interested, maybe we'll follow up some other time. If anything changes, hey, keep my number, okay?
I will, but what's the offer that you would take? I ain't gonna take it. I tell you right now. But
So anything I offered you wouldn't even make sense then.
That's right. But just give me something to think about.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I could give you a number, but here's the thing that you would have to think about, Hudson. There would be a 48-hour hold on that because I can't keep it there forever. And if you're not really going to make a decision on it, then you'd be putting me in a bad place. And I don't think you want to do that. We just met.
I'm not going to do that to you.
I appreciate you. Hey, look, I'll swing back maybe 6 to 9 months, man, and see where you're at and just check on you, okay?
All right, come on back. I appreciate it, Jim.
All right, man. Take care.
Dre.
Those are Dre-isms.
Dre, if I could just say.
Those are Dre-isms, man.
If this was the NBA Finals tonight, this would be one of them moments, right, where the ball go out of bounds, Dre, and then the highlight come up. All right, they run the highlight. All right, they run the highlight. Dre, some of them plays where you like, wait, when they gonna show how long it's gonna be before the ball something happened?
Yeah, go to commercial. Hurry up, go to commercial.
When we gonna see that replay? This guy, all right, chat. This guy, great move, Dre. Great move. What made you like have the awareness in the moment to take that position of? Because I don't know if everybody caught that. Chat, did y'all catch that, or was it just me? That was a pro move, Dre. Sometimes you watching ball, and you like that's an NBA move.
Yeah,
all right, that's not
a playground.
They're not doing that at rec. All right, they're not doing that during March Madness. That's an NBA move. Chat, listen, this is what just happened, y'all. This is what just happened. It's a pro move right here. The seller then kind of starts fishing for the offer. Okay. But then he also says at the same time, well, I'm not even serious. So, the Dre-ism is isming. All right. and Dre says, hey, I can only hold this for 48 hours. All right. And Dre, I want you to explain why you did that, how you recognize that, and why you did that. What was the intent?
So sometimes sellers are fishing, right? And I appreciate him being honest and say, hey, look, I ain't even gonna make a decision for real. But just still keeping in the mind frame of the process. Hey, if I give you a number today, I can only hold it. So now that puts the ball in your court to make a decision. You're gonna have to choose. If this number is a good number, now you got to make a choice, because if you wait, that's gone. You'll never get that again. But just putting that in his mind, because what he said was, hey, give me something to think about. There you go. You can think that if I give you a number, I'm only giving it to you for 48 hours, and then it's gone.
Yeah, now that was tough. I said to myself, I'm like, I said, oh, hit him with, I'm like, okay.
That's a Euro step there.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like,
that was a Euro. In and out, like a Euro.
I said, oh, okay. I'm like, he got that in his bag. I'm like, okay, hey, I see what's going on.
Hey, look, I told you before we even started, man. Bucket hat energy, man.
And here's the thing about, I want to be clear, Dre.
Energy.
Shout out to the chat. I want to be clear. All right, bucket hat energy. When you hear that ism, all right. When you hear that bucket hat energy, guys, what that represents is a level of confidence and being in flow. We call that, Dre, the flow state. All right. Just being in a flow state where you're on the phone, you're not thinking about no financial pressure, you're not thinking about no personal life problems. You just in the call. You just in a flow state. You just in the call, in your bag. And you, Dre, because when you in a flow state sometimes, Dre, this is why I said this is a replay moment. All right. Because I ain't heard you do that before. I said this is a replay moment. All right. Because sometimes, Dre, when you're in that flow state, and I done had a couple of the games, you in a flow state, you start doing stuff you don't normally be doing.
Yeah. You shock yourself sometimes. You're like, oh, it's the finesse with it too.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. You hit one of them, you know what I mean? And they like, you made the bucket, Dre. You like,
yeah. Hey, look, when Jordan hit him back into Portland, he was like,
that's what I'm saying, man.
Hey, I'm in that state, man.
That's what I'm saying. I might Dre in that mode. All right, I got one that's ready for a call. Let's see what the deal is with this. Tired landlord, multiple properties, ready to let them go as a group. All right. Selling land. Let's see. All right, man. This sometimes the notes come in, Dre, and it's like I gotta put my thinking hat on, man.
Yeah, you got. Hey, look, I done done that a couple times on this call already, man. I'm like, what? Wait a minute.
Come on, Dre.
Gotta figure this one out, man. Like,
come on, bro. So, shout out to the chat. All right, shout out to the U fam. Hey, all right, man. But sometimes I'm like, you ain't see I because in my head, Dre, I said I don't know how I'm looking at the camera right now. I'm like, I got my thinking head on. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
All right, so this one is it's a lot, some moving pieces it looks like going on here, but ultimately it's land. So before we even kind of get in the mix of all that, let's even see, because look, let's just use this opportunity to talk about this. It's important when you got land lead opportunities, right? And stuff comes in. opportunities. You're talking to sellers, they want to sell, whatever. With land, guys, it's important to take a quick look. This literally takes like 30 seconds and go look and see, is there any new construction activity, all right, within 3 miles of the property? All right, look, you got this lot. Is it buildable? And if it's buildable, what's selling nearby? All right, so when I go plug this in, Dre, if I go out 3 miles and we see if anything has been built. Let's see. All right, I mean, it could be decent. It could be decent. All right, let me see on this, man. I need to see what land is going for. So the other thing that you can do, so it looks like there's some comps. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm doing a land search because I want to specifically see how much land is selling for nearby this property of a similar size, right? So similar size property, what is that actually selling for? And we don't have a ton of comps on that, but let's give this guy a call, Dre, and let's see if it's something to make shake. Hold on.
I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave your message at the tone. At the tone. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave your message.
All right, hit me with the one ring bang. We're gonna wait for. He's tried to call us back before, so I'm gonna move on, and let's see if he gives us a call, because he's tried to call us before, and he said he was free 5 to 7. Let's see on the one here. So I got another lot. This one's in Birmingham. Dre, one thing I know about a Birmingham lot is it's like it's like a 1 out of 10. It's like a 1 out of 10 chance. All right. Shout out to Birmingham, by the way. Shout out to everybody from Birmingham. Okay. You know what I'm saying, Dre, but sometimes we gotta call a spade a spade.
Hey, listen, they know.
Yeah, because they there.
Yeah, they know.
Dre, you ever had to tell somebody about what they got going on? Man, like they don't know what you're talking about.
Man, look at you crazy. Like, Come
on, you ain't seen no new houses in Birmingham.
Come on. So let's stop playing.
All right, let's look this one up and see if there's any land or build comps on this one as well, real quick, before we call it, man. All right, you're built, we're going to say 2023. I like to use 2023 right now as a recent year built date. All right, so this is actually right by the University of Alabama, it looks like. All right, so it's right by campus. So there's some comps over here. Definitely some comps. Let me look around real quick, Dre. Dre, we at that point in time, man. It's more active than souls. It's more active than souls, man.
It's crazy.
All right, yeah, it's a nice area right here for sure. All right, let's call this seller, see what we might be able to get shaken. How much does he want for this? That's the question. That is the question. Because Dre, it always comes down to the price at the end of the day, man.
Always.
All right, no asking. Owner doesn't have a price. Is willing to hear offers. All right, we might not be able to make him an offer right this second, but let's see. Last name Kushner. All right. Last name Kushner. All right, I got the voicemail. I'm gonna try again. Dre, I'll let you start a T1 up, so I can do notes on these if I don't get an answer.
Yeah, I got one ready.
All right, I'm gonna let you pick it up, and I'm gonna drop some notes.
Let's see.
Hello, this is Dana.
Hey, Dana, this is Andre. I was giving you a quick call. I think you were speaking with somebody in my office earlier about 2 properties, one on Elm Avenue and one on 28th.
Yeah, so the one on Elm, we have a tentative contract with someone. So they are, what we decided to do, we moved with them to go ahead and we're giving them 15 days to do a, inspection, make sure they want it, blah, blah, blah. And so we've got a tentative contract with them. So if it doesn't work out after 15 days, then then we still have it. So I'm just letting you know that ahead of time.
No, I appreciate that. That's understandable. That's actually the one I was leaning more towards. I was looking at. So yeah, definitely. If it doesn't go through, I'd love to, speak with you guys again about it. Have they put any money down yet, or you just kind of gave them a due diligence period?
They put down 3%.
Okay.
EMD. So,
Okay.
but we're just we're giving them like an extended inspection period. So
Understood. I see you guys are, and this is you and your husband, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. I see you guys are investors yourselves. Are you still buying, or are you just kind of getting rid of stuff?
Well, we're moving in a different direction. So we're not buying multifamily properties anymore. We are selling our multifamily properties, and we're moving into rooming houses for people that are mentally challenged, and vacation rentals. So we're kind of moving in sort of 2 different directions, but they're both things that we've had experience in and, can make money in that way.
No, absolutely. Actually, that's a great move right about now. Outside of this real estate thing, I do work with behavioral youth. So, we're always looking for the rooming houses and things of that nature. So definitely love to talk with you more about that.
Definitely, because if you've got kids aging out or, needing a place, after 18, then it's for adults, so they have to be over 18. But we're definitely looking at one right now, and that's for 5 people, and then the next one we're looking at is for 8 people, and we split them up, divide them up with gender. So the first one I think is going to be guys, and the second one, the larger one, for girls.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and again, I'll definitely keep your number in mind and pass along any information as well for others that may be looking for housing. Just real quick before we get into that property over on in Norfolk, when you guys do this, would you be looking for I guess like somebody to come in and work with the boys there, like development and help them get, you know, back acclimated in the community and things of that nature?
Well, so here's the way it is able to work. There's two ways to do it. Is the adults that are mentally challenged and are able to have someone come in, like even if they don't have a waiver, they are able to have someone come in and help them and be with them at least during the day. And of course, if they have a waiver, an ID waiver, then they can have someone actually live there as well as them. And the state will pay for both of their rents.
Got you. Okay.
That's with the waivers. So we're looking at both with waivers and people without, because without waivers, then, you know, they pay for the rent, but it's, you know, a fully furnished home, all utilities covered, and it's like $700 or $800 a month. With other people with either similar issues or, you know, I'm not saying a sober living house, but, you know, there's no anything going on.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Well, we could definitely talk more about that. So Elm Street is pretty much somebody's got that right now, but the one on 28th Street, what's the situation with that one?
So that one is still available.
Okay. It's occupied?
Yes.
Okay.
Fully occupied, month-to-month leases. The lower unit is $850. The upper units are $600 each. So the lower unit is 3-bedroom. The upper units are each 1 bedroom.
All right. Are you paying all utilities on there, or the tenant's responsible?
No, they pay their own. No, they pay their own utilities.
Okay. All right. And what are you guys asking for this one?
$200.
200. It's not a bad price. I'm just looking at some notes here. What have you guys done to it in the last 2 to 3 years?
Well, about 10 years ago, there was a fire next door, and it actually damaged our house more than the actual fire next door.
Oh, wow.
So the insurance company completely redid it from top to bottom. So we haven't done much in the last 2 to 3 years because we haven't had to do anything to it. You know, paint and carpet, that's about it.
Right. Okay. All right.
Because we haven't needed to replace or redo anything. Everything was redone on it. Roof. I mean, you know, it's like from the studs.
Oh, man, y'all came out good on that one.
We sure did.
Yeah, y'all came out real good on that one.
It wasn't even our fire.
Right. And then you have to come out of pocket. I can't be mad at that one.
Okay.
Yep. Let me see. So I don't think I would be too far off. You know, I'm somewhere in the ballpark. I mean, if it's not 200 though, is there any? Can we still have a conversation?
Probably not for that one. Normally we're, you know, in a little negotiating, but we are well below assessed value, and especially with the way the shape that it's in, I think we're going to probably stick with that.
Right. All right.
Because it's priced at a real bargain. So.
Yeah. So if somebody was to offer you, like if I had an assistant write up an agreement for the 200, 5-day inspection, I mean, what else would we need to, or would you guys need to kind of think about? I mean, I know you said your husband is involved, so I'm assuming you guys have already spoke about it. Would you guys need to consult with anybody, or hey, would you be ready to move forward?
Yeah, we're ready to move forward. Assuming you're paying all closing costs, and we use Jenny Cologne to close.
The best in the business.
Yes, I know. I know. We really like her a lot. She's a personal friend too. So, 3% EMD, and we're good to go. We do not want to work with anybody with a VA loan though, because they just take too long. It's never ending with the VA loan.
No,
so we've had not good experience with them, and so we're not interested.
We would definitely be coming cash.
Okay.
Again, we don't mind using Jenny. We've worked with Jenny before, so it's not a problem. And again, we close on your timeline. We'll take care of closing costs, things of that nature. So here's what I want to do. Just to show some sign of good faith and some seriousness. Is it possible for this number that I called you from? Do you think you can text me your email? Because I'd love to get you over something in writing, just so you guys can take a look at it and make a decision on, and definitely get that done. Sometime before today is out.
Yeah, sure. I'll text you my email now, and yeah, you can send something over. Awesome. Absolutely.
Awesome. Hey, I definitely appreciate your time. And like I said, I got your number, and I'd love to speak with you more on, what we were talking about the rooming houses as well. So I'll definitely keep in contact with you.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. Yeah, and you can pass it along to any of your colleagues that have clients that may need it as well.
Absolutely. Because I'm in the social services sector, so I definitely got a lot of people that I can, put you in touch with.
Yeah, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, you'll definitely be hearing from me. Be looking out for an email to be coming from Nationwide Fast Offers.
Okay.
And we'll get that out to you as quickly as possible.
Great. Thanks, Andre. I appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely. Have a good one.
Okay. God bless you.
You
Bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Yo, another solid call, man. Another really solid call. The reason I like this call so much as well, right, is because it's displaying the power of networking in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Dre was able to bring something into the conversation that built a bridge and a connection to the seller. Created some relationship with the seller. And even if there's not a deal here, which it looks like there is, but even if there's not a deal here, right, there's a relationship that's created that now can be networked, stuff like that. So shout out to you on that, man. That's major.
No, absolutely. And this definitely looks like a deal. If they're asking for 200, and if it's in the condition that they say it's in, like it's one that just sold last month for 320.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
yeah, we're gonna have to rock on that.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely put some notes in there on this one.
All right, I got one over in Norfolk. Actually, no, hold on. That's one you just hit. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna jump down here to David. I see under David we got a Garland. All right. I know a couple. When somebody got one of those, the historical, cultural names, from the classic. That's like a Herman,
right?
Shout out to all the Hermans. Shout out to all the Hermans.
Strong name. They got a strong name.
Hit you with one of them handshakes, like, you know what I'm saying, man.
Yo, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Yo, I gotta say this, bro. Hey, look, that when you just said that triggered me, right? Because,
what happened, bro?
Look, there's this guy, man, at my church, bro. And every time you see him, you're like, yo, man, what's up? And he give you this strong
gap. Yeah,
that's strong, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, it got to the point, like, so when I see him now and he coming my way and he about to dap me up, I lean into the
yeah.
So I can embrace it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it be so strong. I'll be like, yo, bro.
Yeah, he be putting too much on it.
Hey, listen. Hey, I be like, hey, man, take a sip of water, man. Just
Yeah,
chill.
yeah, Dre. I know what you're talking about, man. That's that Herman,
Hey,
type energy, right?
it's crazy.
Man, and sometimes you just like, oh, bro. Hey, we come on. I know, I hear you. All right, I hear you.
Hey, look,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta lean into the joint
Yeah,
and
man.
brace
You
it a little
you
bit.
got brace for the hit. Gotta brace for the dap, chat. Sometimes you gotta brace for the dap.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
crazy, man. Shout
I know
out to
them-
the
I know
Herman.
them- Shout out to the Hermits. I know the type of brothers you talking about. I know
Hey,
them type of brothers. They usually they stay in suits.
facts.
They stay in even in the summer.
Listen,
Dre, you know what I'm talking about, man. Even in the summer, them brothers still, and they don't sweat. That's
At
what
all.
they don't sweat
at all.
They don't sweat.
Be cool and calm and collected, but be
And-
strong arm
Just
like
strong,
crazy.
man.
Like,
Just
man, did
strong.
you just come out the gym?
He
Like,
had
you
to.
just walked out the gym in a suit.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
man.
man.
Nah,
What's
I know a couple of them cats, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yo, oh my
Man. What's up, Jerry? What's another one of them names, man? It's chat. Chat? What's a couple of those names, man? It's a few of them, Dre. It's a few of them. Yeah, that's how they be. Hey, my brother. God bless you, man. I'm like, all right.
Yo, I think my guy's name is like Preston or something.
Yeah, one of them like real sturdy names.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just a strong name. Like, yo, dude, what's up? Like I gotta give him a fist bump. And then that joint be crazy. You be like, yo, did he just punch me?
Yeah, you
like,
put that little sting on you. You like, oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like a fist bump, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yo, come on, crazy.
Bro. All right, I'm gonna try this guy, David. He's in New Orleans. Whose lead is this? Let's see.
Yo, chat crazy. Yo, Tina said it's an older lady at church with the strong arm. Shout out to her. I don't even know her name, but shout out to her.
Nah, she Usher, man. That's from handing the fans out, man.
Crazy,
Dre, you know that one Usher at church, they hit the fans so fast, man. You ain't Dre. You ain't even hit this yet. And they right there. They right there.
Yo, man, stop, man. Boy, that's crazy. Shout out to the church folk, man.
Straight up, man. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, let's see what David got going on.
You've reached Dave. Please leave a message, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, no answer on that. Hold on. I got another one I'm gonna pull up too.
All right, I'm putting notes in.
You got to call our guy Clinton. Why the same? Oh, here you go. Say New Orleans again. New Orleans. How you say it, Dre? How you say New Orleans?
Hey, look, you had a little accent when you said it the first time. Yeah, you had a little accent in there when you said it.
Little New Orleans. Shout out to all the U fam down in New Orleans, man.
Great place. Great place.
I almost got this guy up. I had to switch accounts. All right, let me take this one coming in.
All right.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Chris with Nationwide Fast Offer. I was touching base with you. We had been talking with you about the properties you got there.
Correct. Yep. You texted me from one that said I can't find you, and then you answered okay from another one. So I called back to the okay.
No, that's cool. Yeah, we got a couple people on the team, so I appreciate that. I was just trying to narrow out a couple of things with you. I'm trying to look at these lots. I just got them on my desk this afternoon. Do you have any county approvals at this point, or do you have any awareness of what can be built by right on it? I assume you kind of have an idea.
Oh yeah, the city and county are both looking for. They're sorry, I'm just like one. I'm heading to the mountains. They're more than happy for multifamily, and that's what they're looking. That's what they're.
They're looking for multifamily on it.
Do what?
Yeah, you said they're open to multifamily on it. You said.
Oh heavens, yes, yeah. That whole area is now gone multifamily.
Got you. Okay, and I guess my question is, do you know how many units can get up on that, roughly?
I want to say it'll do at least R18. I mean, it'll do 18 per acre, and I think they said, depending on which one, could go to 24. But that was a city question. I know it was more than we thought originally because the ones behind it. Well, there's been a bunch of them that have done. I mean, there were some that were already there, and then some that were just built last year directly across from us. And that was Mills out of Raleigh.
Okay, and you're looking to get 120, 125 an acre on this. Is that kind of where you're at, or you have some flexibility?
You will go higher. I mean, if we want to, if you're trying to do closer to what's her name's got above us, we'll go up. But yeah, no, it's $1.25 an acre. The houses are free. You buy the land, the houses and income comes for nothing.
Understood. And are you looking to hold any paper on this at all? Or are you looking to fully just cash out on it?
No, we would talk about, with enough down, we talk about hold the paper for a couple of years to, if somebody needs to do some financing or is looking for the government.
Yeah, I mean, just with with the market right now and how the time it takes to get some stuff done, it could be helpful potentially. I mean, I need to look into the lot a bit more. I mean, what kind of terms, and I'm not holding you to it, but just roughly, would you even be open to? I guess.
Since nobody's asked that, except we've talked about would we hold paper for a while, we think yes, no. Make me an offer.
I got you. I hear you, man. So
25% down or something, so we're not, because what we just don't want to get caught with is, okay, now you tear stuff up or start doing, and then
you can't get the project done.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm with you. Okay. All right. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to look into this a little bit more, do some due diligence. like I said, I just kind of got on my desk tonight. I'm the owner here, and I want to go through it a bit. And I'll give you a call back tomorrow. Are you free around over the weekend, or is Monday better if I can't catch you tomorrow?
No, the weekend's fine. It's not heading to the mountains now. The phone's always with me. Just when in doubt, text first because you still come up as spam. So, yeah, just text first.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. I'll do that, man, and I'll give you a holler. Okay.
Sounds great. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. So this is a decent looking opportunity. I need to kind of spend some time going into it a bit more. Well,
Okay.
we got a lot, a couple acres. I can hold multifamily. Guy wants 125 an acre, so I'm gonna look into this deal a little bit more tomorrow and see if there's something we can shake out of it. But it's in Greensboro, really good area. We'll see what can be done with it, man. All right, let's keep rolling. Dre, you got something already teed up?
Yeah, I'm about to call this guy Garland. He's in Indy. Shout out to Indianapolis, man. Shout out to hey, listen. If you in Indiana, hopefully they win tonight. Shout out to you. Shout out to Indiana. Teed up.
All right. You got one? Go ahead.
Yep.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Come on, man. Don't start that, man. Don't start that.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
All right. That's not even ringing. So he said he was expecting a call after 6. It's almost 6:30. So I guess we'll just swing back to him another time. Let me see.
Indiana been working, man. We've been seeing a lot of Indiana stuff coming through.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to everybody who's submitting stuff from there. Call this guy.
We'll run some comps on another lot real quick.
Got another one teed up here. Let me see.
Please leave your message for.
Yo, did you hear his? Yo.
What what did he say on the voicemail?
It was just his name, but the way he said, he was like, "John," like, "Oh, what's wrong with the guy, man?" he banged on me that time, so I guess he ain't trying to talk.
All right, I'm jumping back in here. Which one did you? What's the first name of who you just called?
I called Sean and I called Garland. I think that was his name.
All right, I'm gonna hit this last one. That's Eileen, right? That's how you said it.
I say Ellen.
Hold on, chat.
I'm gonna say Ellen. You say Eileen, I'm gonna say Ellen.
We got to do a chat check.
Yeah. Let
right,
the people see.
Hey guys, this is a new segment. All right, brought to you by Closing Conversation. We call this chat check. All right, chat. We need your help. All right, this is how you spell the name. Y'all tell me what this is in the chat. Is it Eileen or is it Ellen?
Ellen.
All right. This name is spelled ELLIN. I'm gonna say it again. ELLIN. Chat. What is that?
That's Ellen, man. That's Ellen.
I'm almost positive. That's Eileen. All right. In the country, we call that Eileen. All right. I think.
Hey, look, nah, Chris. In the country, that would have just been L. Yo, L.
Yeah.
Yo, L.
Yo, question, man.
We wouldn't even said the whole name. It would have just been L.
Yeah, who's right on this, chat? Who's right on this? Is it Ellen or
Ellen.
Eileen? Tiffany saying I sound crazy. So y'all just going with Dre. All right, everybody in the chat.
Hey, that's
hey, Dre, you know what? I feel like they're doing this. I feel like the chat I really feel like the chat is doing this.
Because my highlight reel is crazy.
Because you had to highlight. That's what I said. You had to highlight earlier.
Euro. It's crazy. Yeah, man.
And now you got the glasses. So they just, you know how people sometimes when somebody got glasses, they just put intelligence on them. They just give you the right answer, the benefit of the doubt. You said,
he looked like he know. He just know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he just know.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Yeah. Chat, who's right? I see a lot of Dre's. All right, I ain't seen no Chris yet. We're gonna. Here's what we're gonna do to settle this because chat, I can't take y'all's word for it.
Hey, look, when you call her and she answer, be like, "Yo, Ellen." Yo, if you say Eileen, man, she might hang up, bro.
Nah, man, y'all. Yeah, I see a lot of coaches wrong in the chat. All right, I see a lot of, and I'm gonna be honest, Dre. I'm gonna be honest. I see a lot of judgment. All right, and in the chat as well. All right, let me check. Let me check with the tube. Let's see.
Yo, shout out to Shaniga. That's Shaniga's lead. She said she called her Ellen, man.
But you also know sometimes, man, you call somebody the wrong name, they go with it.
Yeah, look.
They used to it, Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can't nobody get it right. They're just like, man, forget it, man.
You just roll with. They just roll with it. like I said, it's a haterism.
Yo, come on, man.
All right, let me see what this says, man. It's a lot of Dre is rights in the chat.
Hey, man.
It's cool.
Come on,
it's
man.
cool. It's cool. Let me see, man. You know what's crazy? Hold on.
Yo, I can't wait for this lady to answer.
You know, we're gonna ask her.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hey, look. I hope that she is one of those like savvy, aggressive people where like as soon as you say the wrong name, she corrects you.
No. Here's what I'm gonna do. Chat, this is what I'm gonna do. Cause see, here's one thing about me. All right. You ain't gotta tell me twice if I don't know something. Here's the thing. I might still think you wrong. But Dre, if it's 4v1,
you going against it every time.
No. I'm listen. If we doing a group project, this back in the day, we doing a group project, And the guy with the glasses at the table say, "It's Ellen." And then our table mates, they also say, "Yeah, it's Ellen." I'm gonna write Ellen down too. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead because if I get it wrong, then I gotta see everybody at the table, man.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be
If
some backlash.
If we fail the project because everybody at the table, you know I ain't gonna be quiet about it.
Hey, it's gonna be some backlash, man.
We're gonna call. Let me make sure I can. You know, I want to make sure I get it right before she get on the phone. All right, Ellen.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, just hit her with the yo L,
Ellen.
yo L. Act like you know her, bro. Yo L.
Yo, what's up? Come on, man. All right, man. Let's see what Miss L got going on.
Yeah, turn that up.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, Ellen, this is Chris giving you a call about the property over on Wheel Horse. You've been speaking with somebody in my office about it. How are you? Hey, I was looking at your contact record they put in the system. I love how you spelled your name there as well. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I hadn't seen that, so I thought it was pretty cool. But I was reaching out to you. I'm the owner here, and we're interested in the property, obviously, and I know they kind of talk with you about that a little bit. And I just want to grab a little bit more information from you and just kind of make sure I understood everything. And I understand you guys are realtors, I think, or your husband is, something like that.
I am.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So, I mean, you kind of, I'm sure you got plenty of experience with this. And obviously, we're trying to buy properties off market that we can, either buy, fix up, and flip, or buy, fix up, and rent. And, we think this is a pretty decent option for us. And I assume that, from what I kind of see here, you guys are, I guess, looking to relocate down south and kind of invest in some other stuff.
Correct. Yes, exactly.
Got you. I know the tenants are on month to month. It sounds like it was like a rent to own situation or lease option situation, I guess.
Yeah, we had hoped that, but that didn't turn out. They just ended up not being able to get qualified, so they just stayed as renters.
Understood.
They would want to stay, but I just don't know at what rate they would stay.
I got you. So right now they're paying the $1,900, and you just don't know if they'd be able to do more or not. If we were interested,
they're paying $1,500 is what my husband said.
1,500. I got you. No, that's okay. That's okay. Cool. I mean, generally we're looking to purchase properties vacant. Sometimes if it's Section 8 or something like that, we could be open to holding on to it. But if we're coming in to kind of, do repairs generally just with, pricing on the market, we're needing to, kind of get a fresh tenant in because we're looking to kind of push rent. And I'm sure you kind of get that. So,
that is definitely undervalued in that area. I don't want to overstep my bounds and tell you your job. But
no, I agree with you.
Yeah, our situation with them was that we were helping in a way, and so I think that's undervalued.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, nothing wrong with helping. So all good. So I mean, my understanding, I guess, Ellen, is you guys are looking to be at 235 on it to get it sold.
Yeah, that's what we'd like. What I would do, I mean, in all honesty, if that's the price I need, I'm going to be going in there and painting and putting new carpet in.
Got it. So you've been thinking about, hey, do I want to just, and obviously you got experience doing that. I mean, I know you're a realtor, so I mean, you're thinking about like, hey, do I want to just freshen this up, stick it out on the market myself, or do we want to sell it, kind of as is? Got you. I mean, what's kind of ideal for you guys? I guess.
I don't know. Let me put you on hold and let me ask my husband real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Because he's standing here. Okay, thanks. Hold on.
So you seen that pump fake? That's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we seen you get close to that phone, bro. Yeah.
We had to put that Ellen out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good move. That's a good move.
She got me on hold. I'm trying to look at some of these comps. There's definitely some good comps nearby. The price, though.
Hey there.
Hey.
Sorry, I didn't catch your first name.
Yes, okay. It's Chris. No problem.
Sorry, Chris. Yeah, so just in chatting with my husband, I can put you on speakerphone.
Yeah, sure.
Feel that it's not transparent conversation. And talking back with him, I guess he's willing to do more work than I anticipated.
Sure.
Initially, I hadn't really had a conversation with him prior to you guys calling me. So he would rather put money into it and then do the repairs and put it on the market and try to get a decent dollar for it.
Sure. Now that makes sense. Yeah, no worries. That makes sense. I mean, we definitely would love for you to keep us in mind, for sure. But yeah, no, I get it. Look, I mean, we do this a lot, and if it makes more sense and that's the better option for you guys and your family, 100% think that makes sense on our end too. So all good. If anything changes, you got our number. Just let us know. Do you guys have anything else that you're selling by chance at the moment? Sure. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. I appreciate it. All right. Yes, ma'am. All right, Ellen. Bye. All right. So look, she wanted 235 on that one. Once she kind of had that objection, said she hadn't talked with her husband before. I think it's more of a follow up than anything. Definitely not a deal right now. I think a lead like that, and something we talk about a lot, because I think these are the type of leads, Dre, that people have, and they get overly kind of focused on trying to make it an opportunity.
Right.
When kind of, guys, really the name of the game here is we're trying to filter leads and qualify leads as quickly as possible, and continue to pull out the right opportunities to take to the closing table. Somebody like this is definitely a follow up for the future, and a good lead. But they got, I don't know, probably $70K that they got to come down on price.
Mm.
So that's going to take a little bit. That was the last one right there. Let me see if we got some other stuff, Dre. Hold on a second.
I looked in the Tuesday and Thursday. There's only one in there, so.
On the Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, Smooth. You wanna take that one?
I think I already spoke to that guy, to be honest, but I can definitely queue him back up.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on one second. I'm looking at the notes. All right, my fault, Dre. All right, you talking about the Edward one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see we texted him. He hadn't responded. This is in Richmond. All right, you want me to jump on this one, or you wanna jump on it?
Yeah, jump on that, because if I'm not mistaken, I feel like I talked to him.
Oh, you did. Actually, I see it right here. Yeah, you talked to him. Do you remember what happened when you spoke to him?
He wasn't. I can't really remember. And I
He's
see
asking 220 to 240. I'm gonna call him from my personal cell phone.
Yeah, because I mean, whatever he told me is in that 15-minute conversation we had.
All right, hold on a second.
I forgot to put the notes in.
Oh,
Hey Edward, this is Chris. I was giving you a call on properly on Tarpley. You had spoke with
oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm fine. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. I was giving you a shout. I spoke with you a while back, and you were, I think, thinking about selling it. Are you still looking to get the 250 on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not sure if you had any flexibility on it or not, but I did have some interest in it and wanted to, maybe, kind of make an offer on it if it did make sense.
Okay.
Yeah. The one thing I wasn't positive on is that so your daughter is living in the property I think right now, right? Or has she moved already? Okay. So she needs obviously time to move, and if we were to work something out, we're not trying to rush buying the property and gotcha. Yeah. All right, so no issues there. Cool. Well, I mean, look, I know you've done some work to the property, in the last, I guess, 10 years. I understand the roof, HVAC, and the property primarily kind of is in. I don't know if it's original condition, but kind of close to original condition on the interior, and needs some work to. We obviously are looking for deals we can fully renovate and put back on the market. Let me take a quick look for you, Edward, on kind of where I need to be on price. Well, I'm going to give you an offer right now. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to tell you right now where I could be at. If it makes sense, we can kind of talk from there. All right. All right. 1 second, man. Is this the only property, by the way, you're selling, or you got
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
just this one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. 1 second. So we kind of do, we're kind of, I guess, two different things, so that it makes sense what I'm about to say. Generally, we're looking to purchase properties, cash, where obviously we pay full cash for the property and kind of fully cash you out on it. The other thing that we look at, to kind of increase the amount of our offer and potentially get you a higher offer on the property is we'll also come in and do what we kind of call like a delayed closing. So we agree to a price with you. Property doesn't close immediately, but we'd come in and then do the repairs, sell the property within, let's say 90 days. But it allows us to pay you more for it than we would cash. Are you open to kind of both of those options?
Well, we could look at it.
Okay.
Look at it.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? I think that to kind of be where we would need to be for it to make sense, I'd kind of be in the, definitely in the high 100s probably, to kind of be where we would need to be to do something. And that would be if we were paying cash, and I'm, probably in the I say probably 175, 185 range.
Okay. Now that's a little too low.
No, understood. And that's why I was kind of already kind of bringing up the other option.
Right. I understand.
Because I didn't want you to feel like I'm trying to lowball you. It's just where we would need to be cash wise for it to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
If we were kind of to do something where we do kind of this concept that we're talking about, right? Of delayed closing, so to speak, I'd be more in the, kind of 210 range. There's no closing cost or, realtor fees or anything like that,
Right.
but I would be able to come up to 210. But again, it would just kind of have a, let's call it 90-day closing delay. So again, you and I would agree to, let's just say 210 for the moment. And we would then come in after we put the property in a contract with you and do any necessary repairs, facilitate selling the property, um, closing costs, kind of all of that. Anything that I sell the property for after I do the work to it, obviously that's my profit. I'm still paying you the 210. It's kind of how that would work. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, let me talk to my wife about it and see what she says.
All right, yeah, no problem. Is she there with you right now?
No, she's
Okay.
in a meeting right now.
Understood. Well, tell me before talking to her, I guess. I mean, what do you not like about it?
Well, no, I don't think we would go like that. We would go that way.
Do you mean price wise?
Right, right.
Okay. I mean, what could you, I guess, do on the price?
Well, to be minimum, I would go with that.
220.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am interested in the property. I don't know that I can do 220 or not. My partner's across the hall. I told him I was giving you a shout, and we kind of been looking at this one, as a possibility. You want to give me a quick second? Let me talk with him real quick. I'll put you on a brief hold.
Okay, you can.
All right, hold on 1 second, man. Man, it's a good property. Really wanted it cash. Really wanted it cash, but it sounds like it's in livable condition, grandma's livable condition. But it's got a newer roof, it's got HVAC, so it tells me it's got good bones. So I think it could potentially be a novation. I'm trying to find though some comps that kind of speak to, kind of upper 200s. So I'm trying to look around real quick. I see a 275 sold. Let's see what that looks like. Two sold at 275 or one. Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, we're just one more quick second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
All right, we might be able to novate this at 275. Looking at these photos real quick. Hey, Edward, you wouldn't happen to have any interior photos that you could send me, would you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I think I could potentially make it work. I mean, I guess let me ask you, if we were to say we could do the 220, how do you feel the wife would feel about that?
Like I said, I would have to talk to her and check out and see what she says.
Okay. All right. I got you. But I'm just asking you, you think she would think it makes sense, doesn't make sense? The reason I ask is because if I can't do the 220, I'm going to go look to put the money to the side tomorrow. We're obviously buy multiple properties all the time. So just trying to get an idea if that's something I should do or if it doesn't make sense to
I don't think she wouldn't go for that. We want to get rid of this property, have this cash settlement right away, as soon as possible. That's what we said we were going to do because we're going to pay off the property that we're living in now.
Gotcha.
And my daughter's coming to live with us, and we're going to sell everything and have everything sold.
Makes sense. Okay, so let's kind of maybe then focus back on the cash. Sounds like that, kind of has more appeal to you, and it makes sense for the wife. And I know I'm a little low for you, cash wise.
Okay.
So I guess, look, I'm going to look and see what I can do on the 220. It really helped me if you had some, You like think your daughter could maybe take a couple of interior photos?
She probably could. Yeah, she probably could.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to make a commitment to you I can't keep, you know.
I can understand that. No problem.
So if I sent you my email or text is fine too. If you could text me a couple of photos, you think you could do that, you know, tomorrow?
I'll get my daughter to do it tomorrow.
All right, perfect. So why don't you send me those and we'll catch up after that, and I'll be able to tell you, you know, very quickly if I can do the 220 or what. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Have a good evening.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
I didn't want to press him. Go ahead, Dre. Go.
No, I'm saying you didn't press him, and he's very willing, right?
Which is why I didn't want to overly.
I'm gonna work with you because I think that you can get me that 220. So yeah, I like what you did there.
Yeah, I mean, look, the house is in a good spot here in Richmond. It's a tri-level. There's some comps that I think support that 275, you know, 280 range, but really want to see the interior a bit. What I'm going to do is if he can't get me the photos or doesn't get it to me tomorrow, probably just hit him in personally, go look at it or send somebody to go check it out. But I think it's a deal. I think we could get it at 220 and wholesale it, you know, in the 275, 280 range. Problem is right now with the way the market's been, you don't want to try to wholesale because he doesn't want to do a novation, right?
Right.
You don't want to wholesale something and get stuck in too strong of a gap, right? Or too thin of a gap rather, you know, on margins on the deal. So we'll take a look at it and see, but definitely a great opportunity. Like you said, he's definitely ready to sell, you know, for sure. He just has a number that he's kind of mentally committed to. One of the first things I'm going to ask him when I talk to him again is kind of, hey, like, what's the, you know, importance of that number?
I bet the wife pushing it. I bet the wife pushing it.
Like. That's what it sounds like. Shout out to the ladies.
Hey, shout out to them.
Shout out to the ladies. All right, but Dre, you know, sometimes, you know, when they put them eggshells down.
Look, and you don't want to step on.
You just don't.
You tread lightly. Cause look, and I'm gonna say this because I know you can understand this. Once you get past a certain age,
yeah,
sleeping on the couch hurt. Let me just say it.
Yeah,
I said it.
Yeah, and so you just kind of got to take that. I ain't gonna step that way.
Look, I ain't gonna do it
because he said he like, hey, I kind of like that idea, but. And that's why you got to ask those questions. Hey, what do you not like about it?
Right.
What do you think she's not going to like it? Because did y'all not hear how his tone changed? Right. So say, hey, what do you not like about it? Yeah, because Dre, look, I'm about to be 39 in a month, man. What's them little milkshake drinks you got to drink in the morning? You know what I'm talking about?
The insured joints?
That's what I'm talking. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, insured.
Like, once you start. You're like, I can't hit this couch, bro.
Nah, man. Listen, because I'm twisting and turning all night. Like, it's hot on the, like, come on, man. I'm not comfortable. I can't sleep.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Let me just make sure she's good.
You right. You know what, baby? You right.
There it is.
You right.
Frame
you not, but you. It's Ellen, not Eileen.
Yo, L.
Yeah, all right.
Yo, L.
All right.
that's when you know you in trouble. You use the nickname.
Yo,
L.
Man, I tell you, man. Yo, chat. Hey, hopefully I had a good time with us today. I think that's all the leads, right, Dre?
Yeah, that's it. I think
that's all the leads we got. I see somebody saying they're submitting a lead. I got submit a lead. Drop it in. All right. If it comes in right this second, we got a few minutes. We can try to catch it. All right. But, guys, make sure you get your leads in. Make sure you get some quality leads in as well. Dre, I think you got a possible, or two. I think we got maybe 2 to 4 possible opportunities here tonight. Yeah. We got the land opportunity. We got that one just right there. And you got the realtor. You know. there's deals upon deals. You know what's so crazy right now, Dre? I think how many deals we working on right now? It's like 30.
Man, listen, those numbers look good. I can say that. When that text goes out, shout out to Lex, shout out to D. When that text goes out, yo, the numbers look good.
Yeah, man. So look, everybody, let's keep working. Let's keep pushing. All right. Closing conversations, man. Buckethead energy. All right. You know the vibes, man. All right. Tuesdays and Thursdays. We lock in here. We tap in here. We get active and busy together. We get intentional together. If you're in the U family, man, listen, you know what's up. Want to meet up tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. EST. All right. Come talking action.
Yeah.
All right. Come talking intentionality.
Because I'm talking about something in the morning.
Come on, man. Make sure that y'all are there and that y'all are locked in, man. So if you're in the U family, make sure you're on the morning meetup call tomorrow. Get locked in and tapped in. We're going to be talking about some stuff. All right. But guys, it's the time to be intentional, man. It's a lot of opportunities out here. Dre, tell them where to find you, where they can connect with you. All right, man. You got a lot of dope stuff going on. I've been seeing the podcast clips.
Yes. Hey, look.
All right.
Tap in. Yeah.
Y'all got to tap in with Dre, man. Y'all got to go follow Dre if you're not already. Dre, where can they find you on socials, man?
So, Speak to Educate. You can definitely find me there. Andre St. George, you can find me there. And also, I have a podcast called Parenting Next Gen, right? We're talking to the parents how to deal with teens and young adults, right? How to build that communication one conversation at a time. So Parenting Next Gen, tap into the pod, join me there. Hey, look, if you in the U, you already know the vibes. We'll see you guys in the morning, man. Everybody else, man, look, let's lock in. Let's go, man. Look, we're halfway through the year, right? We look, it's downhill from here. Like we got
it's second half.
Come on.
Second half is where you ensure you win the game.
Facts.
If you've been down in the first half and ain't been good, haven't been able to get where it is you trying to go in the first half of the year. So look, when we hit the locker room for the half, Dre, it's a wash. We not feeling like we out the game, and we not feeling like we got the game secured if we up at the half.
Look, when you come back out, it's 0-0.
0-0, man. Y'all make sure y'all get intentional. Y'all make sure y'all get tapped in with Dre, man. You got a lot of dope stuff going on. Make sure y'all, if you see Dre calling on here, man, you should be like tapped in watching. Tapped in watching. This guy's a monster. All right. A monster. Dre, you got that Miami vibe on you, man. We might got to call Charged Up Air real quick, man.
Look.
we might got to call Charged Up Air, man.
I take flight.
Come on,
you know what I mean?
Man.
Hey, look, you got a birthday coming up next month, my guy.
And you know what, Dre? We doing something. Now we doing something for my birthday, man.
Facts.
We doing something for my birthday, man. We outside, man. Respectfully. We respectfully outside. We respectfully outside.
Hey, look,
Dre, matter of fact,
if y'all see us out there, just nod your head and say what's up and keep going.
Just keep going.
Just
all right,
keep going.
Just keep going. Hit me with the U. Hit me with the U and keep going. All right, keep going. All right, we're gonna be moving around. We're gonna be in a new office. Woo. Come on, Dre. Vibes are
hey, look.
Vibes are
they don't even know what's about to happen, man.
No idea. But man, listen, just know we coming out of the half, ready to take everybody a heads off per usual. Hey, listen, it's always a pleasure, man. Appreciate it, love y'all. We'll see you inside the U. If you're not in there, man, askchrisjefferson.com. I don't know why you haven't even clicked the link, man. Peace.